There are two verbs that describe what a plane does. There's flying, and there's flying. Meet Powerup Dart, a paper airplane that's not just flying, it's flying. This is Shai, a pilot, industrial designer, and inventor. Shai loves everything airborne. 4 years ago, he was challenged by a friend to create a smartphone-controlled paper airplane. Shai accepted the challenge and created Powerup 3, the first ever smartphone-controlled paper airplane. Then 2 years ago, that same friend challenged him to put a camera on the plane. So Shai created Powerup FPV, the first ever smartphone-controlled paper airplane with a streaming camera. Shai's friend looked at those creations and said, "Cool, but you can't make a paper plane that can do a loop and a barrel roll and then stall turn." Then Shai stopped his friend before he hyperventilated and said, "Challenge accepted." Now, after a year of prototyping and testing, it's here. Powerup Dart, the first ever smartphone-controlled paper airplane that can do aerobatics. Yes, other planes can fly, but they can't loop or barrel roll or fly vertically. Dart can. It is incredible, and it is small. Just take a piece of paper, fold it into a plane, attach the module, download the app, and tell your friends G-Force got nothing on you. You're an aerobatics pilot now. Powerup Dart gets its incredible aerobatic capability from the high thrust to weight ratio and unique shape of the plane. Despite being so incredible, flying the Dart is easy and intuitive. Move the phone to any direction and the wings will follow. When you start, the plane goes to 70% of its throttle, so you can fly it like a regular plane. But press the boost button and you give the plane that extra kick that transforms it into a flying monster. A small, flying monster. Powerup's Bluetooth module easily charges through its micro USB port, and the entire thing is made of carbon fiber and nylon, so it's nearly indestructible. Dart invites you to make many planes in many shapes, because every plane brings with it new tricks, and with them, new gasps for air. Try 5, 10, 50 planes, then fly them all together. Make a real show, arrange dogfights, break every barrier previously set by less incredible planes. And this little bugger is so cool, it can even fly around the office. Yeah, you just sent a love note through a smartphone-controlled paper airplane. You have lived. Powerup Dart is ready for production, so if you want to fly aerobatics with the most incredible of all incredible planes, back Powerup Dart and start flying.
.3D audio is a complete immersive experience. Sounds above you, sounds below you. Really imagine yourself in a big balloon or a big bubble where a sound can occur anywhere, at any distance and at any angle. Yeah, sound is so subtle. It can be so moving. It can be the key to a flood of memories. For me, it's a perfect marriage of science, art, and human experience. And essentially what Yara does is you hear a lot of vividness in the sound field. You hear depth, you hear height, and that produces this profound impression of 3D audio. We think that we have a technology that's versatile enough to play in a lot of different fields. For people who are interested in movies and cinema, but also serious music listeners can really get a lot out of this technology. And so we're kind of closing that gap between what you hear in the studio and what's being played in the home. Traditionally, with surround sound, there's a money seat, and unfortunately that's only for one person. With Yara, several people can be in the money seat because we can tell Yara where the money seats are. Several people can still experience that very intimate, very precise 3D sound phenomena. In the gaming world, we've often heard that people don't like to be isolated from their environment for hours on end. We might have a multi-user game in which each person has their own sweet spot, they have their own perspective. It's just more natural to not have something attached to your head when you're listening to media of various kinds. Very often, our ears lead our eyes. We are multi-sensing beings. We verify our take on reality by comparing what we see with what we hear. If what we hear is vivid enough, we can navigate in an environment.
Even from a young age, I've always enjoyed video games. So over time, just tried to discover a way that I could play those games that sighted people still enjoy. I don't think I've ever done that quickly.
He builds a whole model of an environment based entirely on audible cues, on 3D audio. And I'm so excited that he responded so positively to the 3D immersive experience that he had with Yara. We feel that the MyBeam technology that's at the core of Yara is going to go a long ways. It's going to be in your phone, it's going to be in your car, it's going to be in communication systems. This will be available Q1 next year. And we're inviting you to be part of the community that brings this technology to the next level.
Hi Kickstarter! This is Sibling, the world's first large travel bag that fits inside a shoebox. And this is us, this is Freitag. And these are the owners, Daniel and Markus Freitag, who founded the company 24 years ago. Since then, we've been buying used truck tarps from all over Europe. We take them apart here in Zurich and wash off the grime and dirt from all those years in transit. Then we cut them by hand and transform them into functional, durable and water-repellent bags. Every tarp we collect is one of a kind, which means every Freitag bag is a totally unique one-off. But one bag has always been just out of our reach.
We don't have a large travel bag with wheels.
Our in-house prototyping superbrains tried out many things, but truck tarps by themselves weigh quite a lot. Add a frame and wheels to the mix, and you get a travel bag that is far too heavy.
But then we had a flash of inspiration.
We simply leave out the frame. So when you return from vacation, the Sibling will take up less storage space than any large suitcase you've ever owned. This is possible because for Sibling we replaced the frame with compressed air. We've built in a standard bicycle inner tube that can be easily replaced if needed. The Sibling has removable wheels that can be reassembled without tools thanks to the quick release axles. It holds 85 liters, which is plenty of room for your next big trip. And when your road finally comes to an end, the Sibling can be carried over the shoulder. But that's not all. It is also lighter than many comparable travel bags with wheels. The Sibling is totally unique and won't be mistaken for anyone else's bag at the baggage claim in the airport or anywhere else in the world.
Why are we on Kickstarter?
Because we don't like to waste anything.
We can cut around 100 messenger bags out of one truck, but only 20 Siblings.
That's why we'd like to know if you like Sibling before we produce hundreds of them.
So if you want a light, inflatable, one-off travel bag that is spacious when you need it and compact when you don't, pledge for your Sibling today.
Life has many troubles, and some of them are defined by climate. Maybe you are too hot on a summer's day and wish you could take all your clothes off. Or perhaps you are too cold during winter and can't even send a text because your hands are too shaky from shivering. Or how about having those dreaded night sweats and you can't turn on the air conditioner or AC because your wife has cold feet? What is one to do? Introducing the Aircon Watch. The Aircon Watch is a new, revolutionary product that will allow you to get that much-needed thermal satisfaction without disturbing a soul. You can warm yourself up or cool yourself down, even if you are out in the scorching sun or in a frigid winter's night. Doing any outdoor activity most times depends on the temperature and the climate. On the other hand, being inside all depends on if your heater or air conditioner is on and using up electricity. The Aircon Watch offers the convenience that you need by freeing you from an energy-wasting air conditioner, but never limiting you to the outside temperature, and all within the form of a small watch. The human body has a natural body temperature of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, but depending on the weather and external temperature, our body responds by sending a signal to the nervous system, whereby the brain receives the signal, which gives the sensation that we are feeling at that exact moment. But what if we could change the signal that our nervous system sends to the brain by using the Aircon Watch to generate pulses of heat or cold? By this method, we can trick our brain into thinking that we are cooler or warmer than we really are. The secret is in the straps. It contains a small device that has within it our Climacon technology. This tiny device will fit on the inner wrist in an area where the nerves are closer to the skin surface so as to allow for maximum transfer of temperature. The watch can be used during any temperature, any season, or any time zone. If you suffer from night sweats, you can now finally have a cozy night. If you like climbing or outdoor photography, Aircon Watch could be your best friend. But one of the reasons why we developed this product was to help women during menopause. Menopause often has hot flashes, which can be extremely annoying to the extent where it becomes painful. But what if you could get some relief from a small device that emits a soothing, cool temperature? The Aircon Watch has been tested with more than 100 people and using several prototypes. Our experienced design team has worked for more than 2 years in research and development to improve Aircon Watch and reach the design and level that we are at today. Global warming is gradually destroying the Earth's entire ecosystem. So why not turn that AC off and turn on the Aircon Watch? It most definitely will help keep your pocket fuller and your body cooler.